Okay, let's get some things set up here. I need you guys to do an audio check for me. I hear the dogs barking. Yeah, we're a few minutes away. What time is it? We got 6 minutes. Sounds good? Good. I did it on my phone. Did it on my phone last week, and hi, John. Middle age grind, Ross. How you doing? Yeah, I did it on my phone last week, so this week I'm back to the computer. See how it goes. Greg, how you doing? Willie 747. First time here. Hey, if you're under 65, what are you doing for dental insurance? I'm on the ACA plan, and I have a gap plan, and the dental insurance comes with the gap plan along with some vision. And it's not a great vision or dental plan. As a matter of fact, I was going to go in for a crown, and it looks like they were only going to pay 15%. So basically, I'm waiting until January 1st when I get my Medicare, and then I'll probably go on my wife's plan, which is not her plan, but a similar plan, which is Delta Dental. I can't find anything any better. Maiden, Clyde, Kristen, Sherry, John J. That's what I'm doing, John. So I don't know. I was lucky. Hi, George. I was lucky because I kept my old insurance. Long story short, I kept my old company insurance until I did one payment till February, and in January I got $2,000 towards, and I got some work done, some crowns and stuff done, and did the $2,000. So I maxed it out. So now this other plan, I went to the dentist and he says, you got this crown right over here. You're going to have to get, and this current plan that I have on the gap plan is only going to pay, like I said, 15% of what are they charging? $800 or something. So I said, do I need it right away? He says, no, you don't need it. So I said, okay, I'll wait. I'll wait till January and maybe I'll get on that Delta Dental plan. I'm still not sure. I'm leaning towards, hi Barbara. I'm leaning towards Liz, Jack, how you doing? I'm leaning towards plan N, but I just don't know if I want to take the Advantage plan for 1 year. Reason being is I can get some good dental, I think, on the Advantage plan. I mean, I've just about 99.9% told myself to take plan N and then take Delta Dental or something similar. But if I do an Advantage plan and they have, and I need this crown, it might be worth looking at because I can do it for 1 year. Medicare allows you to go on an Advantage plan or any plan and then switch after a year to something else without underwriting. And that's the key. You only have 1 year, from what I understand from Dr. Ed Weir and others. You only have 1 year, like a trial year. And then you go back to, you can't go without going through underwriting after the first year. So in that first year, maybe an Advantage plan would be advantageous to me. I don't know yet. I'll study it up some more and see what kind of plans as I get closer to my January date. I'll see what kind of plans are out there because I've seen some dental that is talking about like $5,000 or $6,000 that they're going to give you, but I just have to see exactly come September, October what's going to be happening out there. Let's see who else we got. Jack, good Saturday evening. Greg, don't forget to hit the like button. I don't know if I can see it. Oh, you don't mean me. Maggie Berry, anything medical dental is a crazy price. Yeah, I know. I have this great dentist, though. He's a young kid. Came out of the Ohio State University, I was leery because I've been to probably over my course of my 64 years, I've been to probably a half dozen different dentists or more. And this guy, I tell you what, for a young kid, he really, really impressed me. And he's got a great name too. He's got a great Irish name. So, of course, I can't think of it right now, but and for a young guy, he's just really, really good. But yeah, their prices are. What are you going to do? Harrisburg. Hi, Helen. Hi, Wayne. I'm awesome. I don't know about awesome, but I had some comments, and I'm so far behind on comments. I tell you, we've been running around. I don't know if you saw my short. I've got a aluminum tree. I have a couple aluminum trees, right? So from the 60s, and I put one up at home. I had a video on that, I think, but I did a short with Mrs. Buzz in it because I wanted to sneak her in there. And we were at the fairgrounds yesterday, and it was like 90 degrees, and the humidity was just crazy. I mean, we're in there putting these little glass bulbs onto the aluminum tree, and just sweating like crazy, just afraid to drop them. But they're going to judge that tree probably tomorrow or Monday, and then we go to the fair on Tuesday. We're going to go Tuesday and Friday because Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, my daughter's going to come with us and her boyfriend on Friday, and they have fireworks. But Tuesday, I think it's Old People's Day. We can get $5 off or $5 to get in, and plus they gave us 2 free tickets as well for entering into a contest. Sharon, you did get to see Mrs. Buzz, huh? Okay. Middle-aged limbo. Hello, Buzz. Enjoy your videos and live shows. Your info and advice is helpful. Kip. I hope so. I'm no better than any average Joe, but I do like to learn. I like to listen. I like to read. I like to separate the wheat from the chaff, as they say. I try to give out the best information or the best experience that I can. But that one video I did. Hi, Amy. Hi, Kathy. I didn't grill the steaks yet. No, I promised Dan I was going to do a short on that too. Dan and uh, yeah, Dan was one of them that sent me $20 or something, uh, and another subscriber. I'm not on Skid Row, okay, but these people are so nice. And of course, we're going to do a giveaway here. That's what we do on Saturday nights at 7. We're going to do some giveaways. So we're going to guess some numbers again, and I'll need your help as always because my eyes just can't see how fast they go when you bring the numbers up. But yeah, so I didn't grill the steaks yet. We were running around today. Like I said, we went to the fair yesterday. I took my color wheel today. Went to the fair again, put my color wheel there, hooked that up. And so we were over there, and then we went to the cemetery and met my my niece and my sister-in-law. My brother's in Washington. She's up visiting home. So we met at the cemetery, and we spent about an hour there gabbing. So it's been, for old people, we're doing all right. We're getting out there doing a few things, sweating a little bit. So, and it's probably around 80 something and high humidity again today out here, but it's not too bad. There's a little bit of a breeze. Let's see. What do we got? Hi from Michigan. Hi, Christy. Popsicola 08. You have book recommendations? Not really. No, I have quite a few. My interests are more like I have the book, a signed copy actually, from Billy Mooney from Lost in Space and Angela Cartwright. Um, I have that. Let's see. I've got some aluminum Christmas tree books. I forget the author on that. I don't do a lot of when I read something, I try to learn something. I don't do a lot of fiction books. Um, so hopefully I get something out of a book, and mostly nonfiction or educational, I guess you would call it, type books. Enjoying my videos. Thank you. SS on your shirt. Oh, this is the Jackalope Wildlife Reserve. the kids, the wife and kids get me. I'm 64. They don't know what to get me for Christmas. I always tell them nothing, nothing, nothing. So they come up with, this is what they come up with. So it's okay. Yeah, that's Jackalope Wildlife Reserve, I guess. It's an actual jackalope. I heard they exist. I don't know. Yeah, George, glad to see Mrs. Buzz. Yeah, I think people were starting to think I had her chained up in a basement or something. Um, she's just not a big fan of being on the film. Um, I always say I have a face for radio, but she just doesn't want to be on. And I did get her to on that short, the aluminum Christmas tree short we did at the fair. Um, I said, "Hey, can I film you?" She said, "Yeah, okay." So finally got her. Is that you, Marv? Hey, Marv. If it's a Marv I'm thinking of, maybe not. So I'm trying to go through some of these comments. Crazy storm, suburban Philadelphia. Really? I know down in Akron, a little bit lower from Cleveland here, they were having some storms as well. Um, Michigan, hot here. Yeah, it's summertime. What are you going to do? I'm a little late. I was watching my daily Dr. Ed Weir video. Yep, he's pretty good. If you are the one who referred me to him for Social Security info, I'm very thankful. He is the reason there's so many people out there who are good. Okay. And Medicare Mama, she's, and I should be writing these down as because I always forget who they are. But there's so many people out there that are really good. But Dr. Ed Weir, I mean, he lived it. So, I catch him every once in a while. He's lived it. He's done it. He's been there. He's been the supervisor. He's been the guy inside the door. And if anybody knows anything, I would trust him more than anybody else. Not to take anything away from anybody else, though. New subscriber. What is that? No avatar. And what is that? I can't even read. It almost looks like Ferry Coast. I can't read that. From Georgia. Keep up the videos. Yes. Nice to meet you. I enjoyed your show about no friends in retirement. That video, and Joe, I'll get to you here. That video has got 400. It's a 5-minute video, right? No friends in retirement. It's a thing. It was a 5-minute and maybe 38-second video, and it went viral. It was like 400 and 400. Last I looked, like 425,000 views. I mean, Fundy Coast, okay, 425,000 views, and the comments, I can't keep up. I'm already like 9 days past. I'm just not catching up to all the comments. There's 5,000 or 6,000 comments over there now, and they keep coming every day, which is great. But I've always prided myself on answering all the comments, and I just can't keep up with it right now. I will get to it, but it might be 2 weeks or 3 weeks, maybe. Yeah, baby steps. That's right. Where were you, Joe? No, I got some gravel for the shed build. I'm still going back and forth watching YouTube videos about a dry pour versus a wet pour. So for those of you who don't know, it's just dry pour is just taking the bags of cement and dumping them, leveling it out, spraying it every 45 minutes or half an hour. I have seen a lot of people saying that doing experiments, and no, it's not. A dry pour is not for a driveway, in my opinion, for a patio. It's not for high traffic. It's not for heavy weight. But I think for a shed, a plastic shed, which is it's only an 8x8. So a plastic shed and I'm not putting a big tractor in there or anything. It's probably going to be a few $100. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. And it'll probably last longer than me. My lady laugh a lot. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. I try to subscribe to everybody if I can. And why do I do that? Because when I go to my subscriptions, if I'm sitting in, midnight, I go to my subscriptions and I see who's posted videos. Now it might be your family, which I might pass up on that. But if you're doing something, I try to watch. I might not comment on every video, but I'll watch them and I'll like them. And I try to learn about you just as you're learning about me too. Um, so Joe, I haven't got the shed done yet. I'm still gonna. I think I'm gonna order the cement tomorrow for a Monday or Tuesday delivery. And next week we've already got booked too, so we'll see what happens. Heavy rain in South Carolina. Hello from Canada. Yeah, no golf today. Worked in the yard. I was thinking about yesterday during my weekly grocery shopping. Spent 1,700 PHP or $30. My gosh, it's $30. That's a lot of money. Yeah. Your local disciple, I don't know what that means. Been waiting for some metal detecting videos. I'm a detector also. Yeah, I'm not, I'm just like way down on the totem pole. There's so many good people out there that do metal detecting. I will get out there and do it eventually, but once the summer hits, I don't like digging in the hard ground. So I like to do it in spring and fall. But this spring, I was just tied up with a lot of stuff. And in the fall, I'll probably get out there, especially when the vegetation dies back a little bit. Like after the first frost, is always, I'll be steelhead fishing and try to do some metal detecting at that time. Fundy Coast is Atlantic, Canada. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Buzz, thanks for the email on Mint Mobile. Yeah, people are telling me that. I haven't switched to that yet, but $15 a month for 5 gig. Yes. If you're not using data that much, I don't see anything wrong with Mint Mobile. They are part of T-Mobile. They keep separate books, from what I understand. Yeah, hopefully that stays that way and they stay fairly cheap. But from what I've seen, it looks like a good deal to me. You have foxes under your shed. I wouldn't mind a fox hat if you ever decide to get rid of them. You need some encouragement to establish a budget. Simply track my monthly spending. You make it look easy. No, well, I had college kids home for summer, so maybe I'll attempt it next month. It's not that hard. I mean, you just basically, I use the Every Dollar app. Here, let me show you. Let's see if I can do this real quick here. So I don't have my phone, or not using my phone for this video. Let's see how this shows up. Yeah, it's a Dave Ramsey app. I'd use the free version. There's a paid version as well. Let's see here. So comes to that screen. So you can see paycheck. Right now it's $37.83 and I've got remaining to spend $34.92. And then you can put in, just click on like house insurance. I haven't filled out August yet. Say house taxes, and then you just hit that button down at the bottom here and add that to it, and then it'll just do all the calculations for you. I mean, it's manual. It's not. I know one of our subscribers here, I forget, maybe he's on here. I don't know if it was, no, I'm not sure who it was, to tell you the truth right now, but American Express, I guess, does that for him. Kind of breaks stuff down if you use that card, but I don't have an American Express, so but that's what I use, and it's real easy. Just have to remember to do it. Now, I went to Costco Friday. Today's Saturday. I haven't entered the information yet, but I have the receipt sitting on my little work table. Nebraska. Do you need help with the cats and squirrels? I do. Be good for the budget. Christmas trees have to have bubble lights. Yeah, I like bubble lights too, but if True Tone actually answered a comment on the video I did about their Christmas lights, and they said, "Don't tell anybody." I think those are their words. Don't tell anybody, but they're coming out with the lighted ice, and they didn't want to say anything yet, and because they don't have them. But if they come in and their quality is good, they'll be selling those. Retire early with me. I've been watching your video for a while now, still enjoying your easygoing vibe. Keep it up. Thank you. And I know your channel, pretty sure you got a channel out there that I've seen a few times. If you guys want to check Retire Early with me. Mary, seen your comments quite a bit. Yeah, every dollar is great, Ross. You're right. There's other ones out there. Don't anything I say, just take with a grain of salt because I just know what I know. I mean, there's a big world out there. I only know certain things. I don't know everything. So you guys, and I learned from you guys actually. Um, Calgary. Hi, Reg from Calgary. If I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry. Boomer Benefits is great and completely free. They reviewed our situation and answer questions. That's a good thing about if you're going to get Medicare. They're technically, I don't believe any of these people can charge you for if you're getting Medicare. They get money from the government. So it's to their best interest to know what they're talking about. And one thing, I know I called somebody once and talking to somebody for Plan N for my wife. And Ohio is one state that doesn't have upcharges on doctor's bills. I won't get into all the specifics, but the person told me that, well, you know, you could get upcharged if you have Plan N. And I said, well, I thought I was in Ohio and that doesn't happen. And she went, let me check. And I'm like, yeah, I'll talk to you later. So you would hope that these people have all their ducks in a row. That's not always true. So be careful who you deal with and maybe even double check. But Medicare.gov, if you can manage their system, which I don't find it a problem, it actually shows you quite a bit of the information that you need. You don't really need to hear from anybody else, but it's nice to hear if you see something here and then you hear the same thing from somebody else and they match. That's kind of nice too. I'm a pro at the live stream. No, I just got my jaw. I've said this before. I just got flapping jaws. The people at work, my former co-workers used to always tell me I could sell cars for a living. So that's probably true. Go Browns. Yeah, let's hope so. They got 3 quarterbacks last I heard on the roster, and I'm worried about Deshaun Watson. So let's see what happens. But I think Pittsburgh's going to be good this year. And Cincinnati, I don't know, but I know Pittsburgh, they're going to come through. Match Point QS, Dr. Ed is great. Yep, Storyteller Sue, he is. He really is. And like I said, he's lived it. Don Ritchie, where's Taloga, Oklahoma? I know I butchered that. I'm sorry. Simply Kate, I left a comment that we had our 36th wedding anniversary in Cleveland. Yes, you did. You said you went to the Rock Hall. And where else did you go? I know you went to the Rock Hall. I can't remember. You went somewhere else too. I've used the free version of every dollar for 5 years. Yep, that's pretty good. Doug B, I use BB as well. Great team. I have Plan N. Upcharges are very rare. Yeah, like I said, in Ohio, I don't think they can. I did go to True Tone's site, but right now they're out of the C9s. Yeah, they'll have a summer sale, which I bought $124 worth, which I showed on my Social Security video that I made that expenditure under house or home, however I listed that. And that was for 50 C9s. And then I'll buy the cords from Amazon. They're good enough. But yeah, True Tone, they're a small company. They're out of Utah, and they're really doing a good job. For those of you that don't know, if you had the C7 lights were the fat meatball lights, like you used to have stamped GE on them, and they call it, the meatball logo. Those were really hot to the touch, and True Tone is now making LED versions with the same color. So you could take an old 1960s light or early 70s and match it up to the LEDs, and they're identical. And so without the heat, so it's great, and without the electrical usage, because being LEDs, of course, it's a lot cheaper to run. I don't get any money from them or no gifts or anything. I just know their customer service is good, and I know their product is good. Finally catching up. Yeah, Punk Ass and Covers. Yeah, Punk Ass and Covers. He does. Bum, 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 bum. He does the bass. Of course, that was a lot better. He does it a lot better than I just did. But he does got a lot of punk music that he's listening to and plays along with. So he's pretty cool. I like him. Hi from California. Pro Bowl already happened. Didn't know about it. Bears won. Not the Pro Bowl, but the first game, the preseason Hall of Fame game in Canton, down the street from me, practically, and near Akron. Um, yeah, they. I didn't even know about it, and then I saw today. I think before we were heading out to where we were going, I think they were doing the enshrinement ceremony. I think Dwight Freeney was up when we left the house, but I didn't get the chance to see it. But they'll replay it, so I'll have to check. I switched over to my new channel, just launched it yesterday. I used to pick your brain for what software to use. Oh, retiring to France on a shoestring. Um, I'll have to check. Am I subscribed to you? I don't remember. I don't remember that title. Unless you just changed it. Yeah, like you said, you just got a new channel. Okay, well, I'll check you out. Hi from California, Endorphin Seeker. A lot of people from California give bills. Yeah, I'll give you the bills. Right. Go Bills, as I'm sure you meant. You know, the Bills are a good team. They have always had good teams. And when they play Cleveland, they always give us a run for our money. Um, they're no slouches, I'm telling you. Um, Don Ritchie, the video was great. Are you selling merch? No. What do you think? Should I get some hats? Buzz's Retirement Garage hats. I got a guy that I used to work with 20 years ago. Owns an embroidery place. I was thinking about going to his place and maybe getting some shirts and hats because my buzz hat is starting to wear out. And I was thinking about getting some, but uh, eh, just haven't decided. If you guys think I should, maybe I'll do that. Get a dozen or a couple dozen or something. Um, Woods Parker, I'm enjoying some hot air frying potato wedges. Well, good for you. I think we're going to have with the steak tonight. I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to have some of those round potatoes that you get at Costco or Sam's Club. We cut them up, we put them in the oven. We have a seasoning we put on them, and I think that's what we'll have. Plan in, very happy so far. Keep fingers crossed. Supplements don't change much. Yeah. Well, I'm hearing there's going to be a $10 increase. So 175 to 185. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know if there's any truth to that or not. Hey, from Arizona. It's a dog life, and I live in it. Noreen, hello from Central Florida, wet and soggy. Yeah, I saw that on the Weather Channel today. You guys are getting. I always thought Florida just constantly gets rain and humidity and bugs, but everybody loves Florida. I just never saw the draw to it. But I'm an Ohio guy. You know, we like the four seasons here. Can you imagine these leaves behind me turning all different colors, reds and yellows? And I mean, man, that's where it's at. That frost in the morning, you know, when you see the sparkling on the garage roof over there. That's cool. Let's see. Hey from Arizona. Ask Buzz. Yes, two hats with Ask Buzz, and we'll see. Imagine Buzz talking after a few beers. Oh boy, that would be something, huh? Good thing I don't drink. Uh, that was kind of an issue. Probably why I don't drink is because my stepfather and mother growing up. Um, I think in a lot of cases they drank more. They weren't like drinkers, like alcoholic drinkers, but I know my stepfather, he got mad at my mom one time and he was drinking Ancient Eight. And he had just bought, at the time, it was like $1,200 worth of living room uh, where you put your plates and all your stuff, like a hutch. And he actually tore the whole thing down and broke it, like $1,200 worth. I mean, back then in the 70s, early 70s, $1,200 was a lot of money. It's a lot of money now. And he actually just got on a drunk binge and tore it up. And I think we had every police officer in Ohio, it seemed like, on our street that night. So yeah, I'm just not a big drinker. Any bucket lists you may have? Just Grand Canyon would be cool. I'd like to see New York City just once. I mean, I know it's crazy, but so what? I'd like to go there once. Um, my parents are originally from, or my mom and her side of the family is originally from Latvia, Riga, Latvia. I think it'd be cool to go there. My cousin's wife is heading there if she hasn't left already. She's leaving today or in the next few days. She's heading to Riga, so it'd be interesting to see how that goes with her. Hats sound cool. Okay, let's see what we can do. Put me down for an extra large tea. Let's see what we can do. Uh, Constant rain, low buzz. Canada says hello, Paul. Thank you. Simply Kate. We've been without power for 4 days. Ooh, Ross at his channel, Middle Age Grind. Yeah, he was telling me that, and hopefully, if you Simply Katie, if you don't have any way of generating power, or do you? Do you have some kind of generator? Um, because Ross was from Middle Age Grind. I'm sorry, you don't know Ross's name, but Middle Age Grind, he was just telling me he's in Louisiana. He was just telling me a story the other day on his channel um, that he had a person that passed away because they didn't have a generator and their power was out for a few days, and they had the high temperatures and humidity, and he passed away. So, got to be very careful there. Um, Can we promote our channels? I have one. You guys can do what you want. Here I am. This is what I do. I don't know anything, so you do what you want to do. As long as it's clean, at least fairly clean. It's not constant on bugs. Yeah. Let's see. I'm a New England girl. I love my Four Seasons. Yeah, Mary, that's true. I agree with you 100%. Vegas in the house. We could use some rain. Tired of the heat. Yeah, you guys, it's like 110 every day over there, but it's a dry heat. My parents never drank, so I never did either. Yeah, Joe. How long have you and Mrs. Buzz been married? How'd you meet, if not too personal? Well, let me tell you that story. It's a short story, actually, for me. That's kind of rare. But um, there was a place called the Agora in Cleveland. They still might have it. I'm not sure. It's a dance place, and they had bands. In the day, they had quite a few different bands. Bruce Springsteen actually cut his teeth, I think, at the Agora, if I remember correctly. So had a lot of up and coming bands who, Cleveland was a pretty central hub for people getting a good start. Anyway, so we were at the Agora, 1980, 1981 or 1982, and I was with two Charlies, Charlie and Charlie. And we got out of the car, and as I stood there in front of the Agora, I said, I'm going to meet somebody today. It's just like there was I don't know what it was. It was just like all of a sudden out of the blue, I just felt like there was just something. And yet, so 41 years later, our anniversary is on the 20th. 41 years she's put up with me. Can you believe that? Who would put up with me for 41 years? I lived in Ohio until I moved to Florida. Never looked back. Yeah, quality, man. That's good for you. My daughter was in Sarasota for a while, and she just didn't like it either. And she came back, and she helped somebody open a restaurant because she's a chef. Went to Johnson and Wales, got her certification as a chef, and she was helping somebody open a restaurant in Cleveland, actually a brewery. Um, let's see, Jacksonville. Yes, I have a channel, Joe's Classic Video Games. Obviously, nothing to do with retirement, but we fix and restore old pinball machines. We had a place, Joe. We had a place down here, down the road from me, that it was a pinball shop that's been around forever, and it actually burned down. Or yeah, it was something. I think it burned down, or they had some kind of issue, and took it all down. But that's what he did. I don't know if you know about them. In North Olmsted, Ohio, it's been a pinball shop. They sell refurbish for many, many, many years. Moved to Florida from Michigan. Well, I don't blame anybody moving out of Michigan. Go Ohio State. OH. Great giveaway, Buzz. Great giveaways. Yeah, we got to get to one of these giveaways here pretty soon. 34 minutes already. We're going to try to do at least three. Yeah, Gore's still going strong, Buckeye Jen. Okay, I just haven't been there in a long time. Wonderful about your Noreen. Something got retracted. A message got retracted. I didn't do it, so hopefully you did it. Wonderful about you and your wife. It's a great accomplishment in today's world. It is. Hey, it's been a struggle, but shoot, I was working all the time. So she actually she actually stopped working in 1985 when we had our firstborn. So she volunteered with the schools. Now they call them paraprofessionals, and they get paid. But back in that time, in the 80s and 90s, um, she was volunteering. She volunteered, I think, for a decade with the schools. So she stayed busy doing that. You've heard of my paranoid about fire. I always turn the breakers off when I leave the shop. Yeah, go blue. Yeah, okay, Barbara. We go to Arizona for the winter, Wisconsin. Hey, Buzz from Kentucky. Hello, Kentucky. Oh, you had a typo. Okay. I just want to make sure you know I wasn't trying to do anything to it. What's your thoughts on Trump wanting to do away with taxes on Social Security? I don't listen to any of the politicians right now because it's all once they get into office, let's see what happens, whether Trump gets in or Kamala gets in. I don't know what's going to happen. I try not to talk about politics here, but right now I'll just say let's see whoever gets in. Let's see how they treat. Let's see how they treat us, the retired folks. Let's see what happens. You know, everybody's worried about um, cutting Social Security. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. It would be a death move for a politician to do that. Um, I do think they will increase the age like they already did once. So we'll see what happens. Um, I'm just more worried about the Middle East stuff. I'm getting really worried about that. My neighbor, two doors down, he just got called to Afghanistan, and I just had a commenter on here. His 19-year-old nephew just got called too. So there's some people heading over to the desert, and that's not a good sign. Um, okay, Ohio State University alumni. Okay, my daughter went there. I did not go there, Buckeye Jen, but my daughter took Japanese studies there um, back a while ago. Yeah, thank you for not talking politics. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. 34 years of marriage for us. Good for you. Arizona. Okay, removing the cutback would be good. We should be allowed to make as much as we can and not lose our benefit. Hey, I don't understand that too. You know, if you can make money, but I don't know all the rules and regulations. But I mean, there's a reason for everything, I guess, maybe. What project are you working on in the garage? No, the garage is just filled with crap right now because I'm trying to build this other shed, and I've got the shed in there, and it's a plastic shed, so I'm putting stuff together. I've got everything else moved around, a couple wheelbarrows. I just got stuff everywhere. Right after I got it all organized, now it looks like junk again. Um, okay, so we're gonna do one of our giveaways now. Last week, if you were here, Mrs. N and I have made it 43 years so far. Having Jesus in our marriage is what's kept us together. Oh, that's great, Lane. That's great. As someone else just commented, long-term um, commitments are I don't want to say rare, but they're starting to become rare. It seems, just my perspective. So congratulations. And you know the drawback to that, and not to be morbid, but you know that's how I am sometimes. The drawback to that, and on that one video about no friends, no, I'm not giving away a steak from Costco. Dan paid for that, and Theo they paid for that. I'm not giving that away. Nobody can take it out of my hands. The uh, on that video I did about no friends in retirement, a lot of people talked about how they were married for 30, 40 years, some 50 years, and their spouse passes. And there was a couple comments that were made that just made me just sit there and it just you almost get emotional because you can almost feel their pain and angst when they're writing. At least that's how I do it. I mean, certain people can write so well, and they use words that just they can just touch your emotions, and And it's true. If my wife passes now, I've tried to set it up. She's going to get $200,000 in my life insurance. She's going to have all of our, whatever we have. She'll have the house. She should be pretty well set up. But if she left me, and I just sit there thinking about this, what am I going to do? You know, I don't think about it too long, trust me, but it's going to happen. The chances of you dying at the same time are going to be pretty slim. So one of you is going to go first, and it's just a fact of life that we have to be aware of, right? So anyway, get off of that subject for a minute. Hi, John. Cheers to you too. 46 in October. I assume, Betty, that's how long you've been married. And great. My wife and I married 35 years. Tell her it feels like 35 minutes underwater. That's pretty good. Paul Hickey Buzz, your show is very entertaining. No friends. Our wife is more important friend. That's the way it seems. A lot of people say, there was a lot of, like I said, there's 5,000 comments or whatever. So everybody has a different view on things. But if you go through those comments, and there's a common theme that a lot of people don't, their work people were acquaintances and they don't talk to them much anymore. If they have a spouse, they're fortunate. But there's a lot of single people out there, either widows, divorced, or just staying single, who don't have the luxury of the spouse to come home and talk to every day, or whether you want to or not. It's almost like a luxury to have that. And a lot of people don't, which is, you never think about, you think about your situation, but you don't spend a lot of time thinking about this person's situation and this, because you don't know what it is. But when people write and they say what their situation is, you just kind of sit back and you go, wow, and so many different situations I've read in the past week or so since we did that video. Got in here late. Sky, you're going to be charged $10 for being here late. It's 7:00. So let's get on time. All right. You lose one check, so it would be tight. Yeah, that's why. Right. She would lose the Social Security check. Or I'd say she would pick up my 2520 or 2540, whatever it is, and she would lose hers. So that's why the $200,000 life insurance policy would help her until she gets a new sugar daddy. Yeah, different people, different situations. I've always done that because when I was, for 20 years, I was a plant manager. Okay, and part of my job was listening to all the people, and you could call it HR, you can call it whatever you want, because we were a small company, and there was a lot of times where I had to close my door, and people would come in and had that box of Kleenex and gave it to them. And I've heard so many stories, and they trusted me because I didn't repeat them to anybody else. So, yeah, late fee, Blaine, absolutely. I heard a lot of stories. I mean, I've heard a lot of personal type stories, and so I know people struggle. People struggle. No matter who you are, you could be struggling with something. Okay. And that's how I look at people. There's always something that's not going right. What's for supper? Buckeye Jenna, Dan, and Theo. Sorry, bought me steaks for today. So we're gonna have steaks on the Cowboy Grill. I've got a Sam's Club had this big with the belly, grill, and I put wood in there and get the coals going, and I'll throw those steaks on there. Take a check? Yes, Guy, I'll take a check. Sure, it'll bounce as high as the Goodyear blimp. Politics. I took a big hit on stocks last week. I was going to say I thought your portfolio was too conservative, but now I see why. And I just, my Social Security video, I said I was going to take, I felt something coming, but who knows? But I said I was going to take a skim off the top, some of my profits, and I did do that. And then the next 3 days, I think it's been dropping like a rock. So, but it'll come back up. I don't think it's a big deal right now. My dad had a stuffed jackalope when I was a kid. That's cool. Where's it at now? That's why my wife and I decided to make memories this year. Every month she came down. Oh, cancer. Okay. Been married 42 years. She's my best friend. Yeah, Gary. Um, that's sorry to hear that. I really am. And yeah, make your memories. Continue to make your memories. Why do supervisors hate you when you say you're retiring? Gus, because you're a good worker. It's common sense. It's hard to find good workers now. And when you train somebody, and you got to know them, and they've been doing a great job, and don't give you much heat, or you're not a problem child, you're in their eyes, your supervisor's eyes, you are up on a pedestal. And when you say you're going to go and leave and go do something else, it's almost personal. It's not, but to supervisors, it's personal. Buzz, holding someone's confidence is a valuable trait. Oh yeah, absolutely. People lose jobs, they don't always get a good replacement job. That's true too. Stocks got whacked. Yep. We never know what will happen. 60-year-old woman, we just passed away due to choking on her food. Wow. You see those videos sometimes where people are doing the Heimlich maneuver. Yeah, it happens. So what's Buzz doing? He's getting his whiteboard. Now, last time, and I walked around and you saw my number already. Now, there's 171 of you on here, and you remember what I have a problem with. Now, I do have the computer. I have a problem when you start guessing the number. When you start guessing the number, they come so fast and furious that I can't see all the numbers. So I'm going to have to get help again. But we're going to do it this way. If there's one extra one, fine. Let's start again. So let's say I use the number 0, which we're not going to use. And you guys start typing, okay? And a 0 comes up, but I don't see it. Then another 0 comes up and I see it. The first one I see and I call it out. I will honor the one before it and, of course, the one that I saw. If there was another one, we're not going to honor that one. We're just going to honor the one I saw and the one previous to that, okay? I think that's fair. If there's 3 or 4 and I missed a couple of them, oh well. We'll do a couple of these contests today. And so what we're doing, you got 171 people online right now. Your mom is in hospice. You'll probably pass in the next few days. I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, without her Social Security. Well, hopefully he's planned a little bit. Slow mode. How do you put it on slow mode? I don't know how to do that stuff. But why so few likes? Because nobody likes me. I'm single and only hang out with other single friends. Married people are too busy. I know. I was one of those guys when I got married. My buddy Charlie, it was always me and him hanging, partying, doing this and doing that, and getting in trouble or whatever. And then when I got married, it was kind of like, well, I got to do this, I got to do that. And then when you have a kid, it's like, bye-bye, Charlie. And yeah, it happens. Only YouTube can do slow mode. I don't know how to do slow mode. I can do slow mode, but not here. What type of goals you establish for yourself in retirement? I have no goals, just to stay alive. Seriously, just to stay alive. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to stop reading the comments right now. We're up to 184 people. So we're going to go 1 to 200. So we're going to pick a number between 1 and 200. We're not going to use between 0, and 200. So it won't be 200. It won't be 0. Okay. And I'm going to write the number down. So don't guess yet because I haven't written it down yet. So a number between 0 and 200. Wow. And the first person that gets it, that I see, will get a $25 e-card. You're guessing already. Mike, stop. I haven't even written it down yet. So it's not going to be 159. It's not going to be 70, Kev. It's not going to be 241. What are you guys doing? It's not going to be 56. You guys are killing me. Quality man. It's not going to be 37 because I see what you're writing here. Yeah. Why are you guessing? Oh, come on now. Tradesman 30. I'm going to give this a few seconds. This is actually kind of comical to me. This is actually funny because I always tell people that, especially guys, we don't pay attention to directions, and I see it's true. Uh, yeah, they'll run out of numbers pretty soon. Follow instructions. Blaine, wait. And you wonder why I wear a jackalope shirt, right? Uh, uh, okay, Mike, you're sorry. All right. Scott, wait. Maybe there's a lag, huh? Between here and Arizona. Oh my gosh. The -1. That's what I should use. All right. We are going to go with okay. It's written down, pens down. Let's go. I will try to keep up. I will try. Oh my gosh. See, that's the problem. It's hard to keep up with this. Holy cow. I'll have to scroll back a little bit. One, there it is. Got it. Randy in Kentucky, 168. You got it. Randy in Kentucky's already got it. 168. Randy in Kentucky. Randy in Kentucky. So we can stop now. On this one, we can stop. It looks like, hi, Flora. Looks like, where's my eraser? Randy in Kentucky. Where's my eraser? We can stop now. We will do another one. What did I do with my eraser? I didn't bring it. Oh, son of a gun. I guess I'll use the back of my hand. But 168 was the number. Check me out. Make sure before, let's see, I'm going to go back. Pretty sure Randy in Kentucky was the only one that said 168. I'm scrolling back to make sure. You guys help me out just to make sure. Yeah, I think so. See, a 188, that was pretty close. 183, 188, 168. It looks like Randy, you got it. Yep. Okay. Thank you, Grandma's Pocketbook. If you get a chance, check out Grandma's Pocketbook too. She does a nice channel over there. Please go check her. And also, there's a few people on here that have some pretty good channels. A Middle Age Grind, I've talked about him before. Um, he's in his 40s and he does some good videos. He's a state farm agent. So, Randy in Kentucky, I'm going to write that down so I can get a hold of you. Normally, what I do is you email me at nopurplecar@gmail.com and I will send you a Amazon e-card. Now, our last Texas camper, he said, I said, you should have got it. And he says, no, I didn't get it. And I said, ah, darn it. So I go on to Amazon and I'm looking and I'm trying to figure out what happened. And because I'm very careful about typing the email addresses correctly. I triple check them. But you know what I did? Instead of .com, I put .vom, V-O-M. So the C is here, then the V. Yeah. So they couldn't deliver it. So I was able to resend it. Amazon's pretty good how they do that. And I was able to resend it to Texas Camper. Now, last week, Happy Dad 4211 and Bill Green won, and they deferred. So we're going to do two more giveaways. So we have Randy in Kentucky, and we are going to do two more $25 Amazon e-cards. And are the ads getting in your way? Because I see that says something about ads will run shortly for some viewers. Are you guys having any problems with ads? Are they blocking anything? Let's see. Did you ever think you'd become a YouTuber in retirement? Absolutely not. And you know, I say this all the time. Dwayne is the one that got me. I call Dwayne the Godfather. I've told him on his channel. Um, he's early retire, 500K, something like that. I just can't remember all the channel names. But Dwayne, I saw a Dwayne video before I retired, and I saw what he was doing, and then he was talking about his YouTube income. And so here I was sitting in the middle of December, twiddling my thumbs, a couple months into retirement, kind of just looking around, going, it's the middle of winter in Cleveland. What do I do? And it turned out that I saw he was making and he had 40,000 subscribers, well short of what I've got, or I at that time I had zero. And he was making like 1,800. I think last month he made 1,500 in July. And I thought, well, that's a nice little side hustle. I mean, just for flapping my jaws, putting out some information. No ads. Okay. Um, yeah, grandma's pocketbook. You never start a YouTube channel. It's just, if you got the gift of gab like I do, it almost comes natural to where you can just, BS. Because the good thing about it is you guys can only write back. You can't, you can't verbally come after me. So it's kind of a one-way street here. So it works for me. And of course, with the films, I do videos. I just do one take. I don't edit. I don't. What you see is what you get. And if people like it, great. If people don't, and I get some nasty comments sometimes that, if you don't like it, move on, change the channel, find somebody else. That's what I've always thought. Yeah, 1,500 a month. Actually, Dwayne is making now. Remember, he's got 40,000 subscribers. But he's been doing this a while. His average, I think, is, and you'll have to check his video every month. At the end of the month, he does that. He checks it. He writes down what he makes. This is before taxes. He's self-employed, so this is before taxes. But he's made up at least a couple I've seen $2,100. Okay, so it could be lucrative once you get your subscriber base and everything, and you got to keep it up. You got to keep doing videos, and sometimes you have to get lucky. But I won't go into it. I just was laughing the other day. I was telling my wife, let me take a look at some of these comments here, because when we go on to not live and when it just shows up, nobody sees the comments. So I try to tell the comments so when people are watching this later, they know what the hell we're talking about. Oh, you got some ads, Plain Fun 42. You got ads, Joe. Okay. No ads. I pay for YouTube Premium, so no ads for me. How much does YouTube Premium cost? Somebody said $13 a month. Is that true? Or I keep getting ads interrupting the stream. Kristen. Maybe it's the gopher doing that. Yeah. Retire early 500K. I thought it was early retire 5. Okay. Noreen. But yeah. Dwayne does a great job out there. And like I said, he's the godfather. And then Steve's retirement corner. I love watching him too. He's just laid back. Around the house with Pat. Hello. Yeah, okay. Commercials. Hopefully they're not bothering you. You can't see Buzz because you got an advertisement. Okay. We're going to do another drawing. Hey, there's Orange Cat. We're going to do another drawing in a minute here. Hey, we'll see you retiring to France on a shoestring. Doggies are begging to go. Okay, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I know I get to talk and we're getting to an hour already. And I try not to do that. I try to limit it at least to an hour. So let's do another contest here. I do have my super thanks on. Okay, James, you watch him? Yeah, he's pretty good. Ask where your viewers are. Yeah, we got quite a few of them. A lot of Florida, a lot of California. We got some Canada. We got a couple from Australia. We got some from Michigan, St. Louis. Okay, you guys do that while I write down another one. We got 178 people here, so we are going to do 0 to 200 again in between. So it won't be 0, it won't be 200. And we are going to go with Okay, I have it written down. I see you guys have already started. The Burbs of Buffalo. So we are doing another contest. I have it written down. Hopefully you can't see it. I will hopefully see when it comes up. This is for a $25 Amazon gift card. Oh my gosh, you guys are going way too fast for me. Okay, I haven't seen it yet. Can you guys see how fast this is going? It's probably gone by me. My eyes are pretty good, but this is crazy. I saw one close. There it is. Top fuel fan, top fuel fan, top fuel fan. Stop. We got a number 4. Check me out, guys. Number 4. Check me out and see if there was any more 4s. Top fuel fan, I think, is what I saw. Top fuel fan. Let's see if there's anybody else. Was there anybody else? Help me out, guys. I'm scrolling back, and I am not seeing another 4. All right, scroll back for me, guys. If you see anything, you don't see any. Okay, 4 is your lucky number, I guess. 44 and 144. Okay, so top fuel fan. Let me write that down. Don't forget this. Top fuel fan. Okay, just like with Randy in Kentucky, email me at nopurplecar@gmail.com. I'll also comment, um, or I'll find you and leave a message with you if I can somehow. But otherwise, email me and we'll get that sent out tonight to you. All you have to do is just email me and I will, it'll be an e-card for 25 bucks. You touch your screen to slow it down. Okay. I don't know if that works for me, but hey, you guys know better than me. I don't know how to do slow mode, Noreen. How do I do that? I just don't know. Here, like, okay, here's an edit button. Oh boy, that was not probably what I should have done. Nope, I don't know how to do that. So I will learn how to do that. You are correct. Okay, thank you, middle aged limbo. I appreciate that. Gary, thank you so much. Exploring places, history, and antiques. Cool. Okay. All right. So we've done 2. I promised you we would do 3. Don't, Val, don't start. Don't start. Oh, Grandma's pocketbook. You don't have to do that. Come on. Um, I'm trying to think of a number now. Not okay. There's 158 of us, so we're still good with 200. Not 0, not 200, but in between. We will do this one more giveaway, and then we will call it a night because I got to get those steaks on the grill. I think Mrs. Buzz is in there. She's giving me the stink eye. So uh, Utah, yeah, my daughter loves climbing around in Zion Park. Her and her boyfriend. Yep, they head out there. Steve's retirement corner. Oh, send me it. Yeah, might have to send me one. Wait, I haven't started yet. I haven't written down a number yet. You guys are starting without me. Stop, stop, stop. All right, we're going to stop at Blaine, who I said 117. Stop. I haven't written down the number yet. Haven't written down the number yet. So back up. I'm not, hey, I got no number. See? You see? You see? There's no number, John. John. Debbie, it's from 0 to 200, but it won't be 0. It won't be 200. It'll be in between. Doug, John, stop. Stop guessing. No, because I see numbers and I want to have a break point. Okay, so let's have a break point. Okay, right after Debbie L. All right. So we're going to start after Debbie L. Hold on. I haven't got it yet. I haven't got it yet. So 0 to 200. All right, I got it. You can start. The last one. Oh, this is something else. Oh, that was close. Nope. Oh, another close one. Another close one. Another close one. You haven't seen it yet? For the last $25 gift card. Haven't, boy, somebody keeps guessing one number that's just right next to it. Oh, is that? No. Let's see. Wow, you guys. I better find slow mode. I'll tell you that. I better find slow mode. I might be giving away a couple of them because I probably passed it. I know I can put where you can only comment every 60 seconds or something like that. But with all these people here, even if I had that on, there'd still be a lot of comments. I haven't seen it yet. Like I said, it probably passed already. I've probably by 5 or 6 of them have probably already guessed it. And I don't know. Someone keeps guessing like right next to it. Oh, another one that's close. Oh my gosh. Wait, there it is. I got one. Let's see. Let me go back here. I'm going to go back. Endorphin Seeker 142. Now let's all go back and see if anybody else besides Endorphin. Well, I write this name down. Endorphin Seeker. That's a cool name, too. Okay, everybody go check back. And where with the number 142, anybody else before that? Did anybody else? Can somebody do that for me and go back and see if there was any 142s that we can see? Do you think John Thomas had it? Okay. Happy Dad also. John Thomas and Happy Dad. Happy Dad won again. John Thomas. Happy Dad. I'll go back and look too. Clint Perry. You're saying Happy Dad came after? No one else? All right, I'm going to take a look myself. Happy Dad was after. Okay, so Happy Dad will not. Well, Happy Dad, it's the same one. He got it last week. He's a good guy, too. And so I'll scratch that off. Happy Dad, if they're right. What do you mean it's rigged? Come on. Yeah, I got John Thomas down, Noreen. Thank you. Uh, yes, Endorphin Seeker. Just email me at nopurplecar@gmail.com. Definitely John Thomas. Yep, I got him down. What about Clint Perry? Clint Perry for sure, too. Let me see. Let's see if I can go back here. If I go back, I can't see your current comments. So I see John Thomas. Yep, I see John. I might have to figure out a different way to do this. So I'm a rookie at this. So if you guys have any suggestions, I'm all ears because this can be a little bit wild. And if I can slow it down somehow, I'll try to do that. All right, I see Endorphin Seeker. And finish off. Yeah, Happy Dad was definitely after Endorphin Seeker. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave it at that. First time you see the live, names in a hat. I'd have to write all your names down. 60-second wait on commercial would be super slow down the numbers. Make a spreadsheet in Google Documents to do giveaways in the future instead of a chat box. Okay. Okay, so we have Randy in Kentucky, Top Fuel Fan, John Thomas, and Endorphin Seeker. I'm still not clear on Clint Perry. Right now, I'm going to say no, unless Clint, you're on there and you are sure, but I'll say no to Clint for right now. Only one person said that. You're out. Clint Perry, I see you. You're out. Were you in or out? Let me know. Email me at nopurplecar@gmail.com. Anyway, we're at an hour and 11 minutes, so we'll go ahead. We've got our winners for today. We'll go ahead and end this. I think I'm going to do this every Saturday at 7. It might be Sunday, but I'm going to try to book it like a sitcom every Saturday at 7. And we'll see what happens. So if you guys have any subjects you want to talk about or anything specific we want to talk about, you enjoy my approach. Thank you. Thank you, Grandma's Pocketbook. Where's your glasses? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't read with my glasses on. So I'm one of them that can see perfectly here. Um, enjoy the steaks. I will. That's for sure. You can use TubeBuddy to pick during a live. I might try that. Okay. I got TubeBuddy. You guys know that. It's on here. I could probably do that. Thank you, Noreen. Thank you, Scott. How far away from the NFL Hall of Fame? It's in Canton, probably a 1 hour drive, about an hour drive from me. Thank you, Terry. Space Aliens, Premium Rose Star. There is a fourth dimension. I can tell you that right now. It's fact. Yes, thank you all. Voting Charlie. Hey, how you doing? I'm nearsighted. Yeah, Clint. That's what I am. I'm nearsighted. Live barbecue. I don't know. Hey, you'd be late anyway, Sky. What the hell? Okay. We will talk to you guys later. See you next Saturday. Hey, there's Orange Cat. Let's see where he's going. You see him? We will talk to you guys later. I'm going to get those steaks going. You're welcome, George. You want an orange kitty? I might give you this one. I don't know. All right. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to sign off of here. And we'll catch you next Saturday at 7 Eastern Standard Time. I don't know if YouTube is doing it right, but last week it seemed like they didn't do it right. I had a couple of people that missed it by a few hours because of their time zones. At least that's the excuse they gave me. So we'll do Saturday at 7. Something comes up, I'll try to do the thing where I'll say Sunday. That'll be our backup date. Will be Sunday at 7. I think those are probably the best days to do it. If you guys think otherwise, let me know. But let's see if I want a ribbon, because Tuesday, I'll see if I want a ribbon on my tree, and we'll do another video from there on Tuesday. All right, take care. Do I send my, no, yeah, John, just email me. John Thomas, just email me at nopurplecar@gmail.com. nopurplecar@gmail.com. And anybody can email me for anything. Um, I usually respond to the emails within a day or so. Now, some of them, I just had somebody who went into my spam box, and luckily I checked that. And it was a regular email too, Comcast email. So I don't know why that happened, but don't forget to tell the wife. Tell the wife what? Uh, okay, let's see. I just want to make sure I got everybody covered. All right, Brian. Oh, thank you, Middle Age Limbo. Okay, signing off for sure right now. I hate to be the one that does this. It's like I want to be the last one out, but there's still 103 people here. I'll just go all night. I don't care. I mean, I got to cook them steaks, but I could do it while I carry the computer around. I don't mind. But it's like when we were kids, right? You hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. All right, on the count of three. Ready? One, two. You're still there. Stink guy. You can feel it from here. Oh yeah, that's right. The wife's giving me the stink guy. You're right. Well, she's hungry. She sees me out here bullshitting, having a good time, and she's in there rubbing her belly, going, "Are we gonna eat today?" She's probably already got a Sammy. Probably made up grilled cheese or something. I didn't hang up. I know. Good night, Mary Ellen. We'll see you guys.